Hello, water signs. How are you doing? I am here to finally do your January 2020 reading for the first half of the month. Sorry about the delay. I had a lot going on over the holidays and I'm finally able to get this out to you. So we're going to take a look into the cards. I'm also going to take a look into, I'm going to be asking about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction for you. I'm going to pull a few cards at the end for that. There's a huge astrological event happening on January 12th, and Saturn and Pluto are coming together. So that's a big event. It only happens about once every 35 years or so. So letting go is a huge theme. Letting go of things that are no longer you and embracing a new aspect of yourself. So we're going to take a look into that. If you guys need any information, all that is in the description below, booking personals, all that extra stuff. And remember, don't give your power away to a reading. This is simply here for confirmations to help you. Maybe you need some guidance. Do not take anything that doesn't resonate with you. And remember, if anything comes up in the reading that you're not happy about, or you see that things aren't going the way you'd like it, this is your opportunity to change the timeline, choose differently, and start implementing a lot of thoughts, feelings, and actions towards that change, all right? So without further ado, let's jump into your reading and find out what's in store for my water signs for the first reading of 2020. All right, water signs, we're going to be taking a look into my Queen of the Moon Oracle to pick up some cards here, get an idea of like a general what's kind of coming over this. Okay, we got two cards already. Ooh, wow. Okay, so the first card that came out was nourishment. Okay, so this is just a lot of, filling your own cup up, also tending to your own abundance, tending to your own worth, letting it all spill out, and just feeling really, really satisfied, very content. It also came out with the card New Beginnings, the New Moon card. And I love this. This is very much like a portal. You see this card here. This reminds me of another card that I have in one of my other decks. And this very much looks like entering a new portal of time for you. Perhaps some of you are actually utilizing portals at this time, or you're going to start learning how to use portals in this new year. Like I said in my Atlantean, my 2020 messages on the Atlantean light codes activating, I really get the sense that for a lot of you, that your intuitive abilities, your psychic abilities are going to, really they're natural abilities that all of us have. We've just been dumbed down that we don't know how to use them. Those are really going to be activating for you, and perhaps utilizing portals, using the 0 point field to access portals and jump into new timelines, perhaps also parallel realities is what I'm getting. So let's put this up here. So right now, the overall theme here for you is this idea of new beginnings and nourishment, okay, coming in. But also, I feel like this idea of nourishment is also nourishing that, nourishing the intuitive aspect of yourself. Like you're really tending to that side of you, really, you water signs, that's all what you're about, so all that intuitive ability. So let's just look into my fairy oracle. Ooh. Oh, okay, interesting. So we have the Pook and Faf the Footer. So Faf the Footer comes out when grounding is needed. And of course, if you're going to be utilizing portals, you definitely want to make sure your energy is grounded, as well as when you are nourishing yourself, it's really important to be grounded, through your health. You know, like really tending to the physical body is important. Maintaining high frequencies is easier when you're nourishing your physical body. The Puck. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, let me go into the book here for you guys just to get a bit of a deeper read, see what's kind of popping out. But, okay. It's all about like paradoxes. And that makes a lot of sense with this idea of like going through portals. So shape changer, good and bad, bad and good, paradox resolution. So interesting. For some of you, you're working with this shape shifter ability. Some of you out there have that ability. Like it's something that's more, it's more part of your gift as you play with these parallel realities. It's also about this idea of seeing the good in the bad and the bad in the good. So again, it's about collapsing duality so that you can see the blessings and the teachings in everything. This ability is allowing you so this idea of being able to collapse the duality, collapse that idea of bad and good, and that came through in the reading as well for 2020, is allowing you guys to jump the timelines. It's allowing you to shift into other parallel realities through the 0 point field. Okay, so you're 0 pointing duality, and through a lot of grounding work, this is allowing you to be more capable in this. And I just get the sense that this is something that a lot of you have been really wanting to deepen your experience with more, deepen your understanding with more. Yeah, wow. Okay, so this is kind of going out there a little bit, but I know you guys who are watching my channel are all into that, so carry on. Okay, so let's find out. Let's go into the tarot and find out. Okay, we've got the Empress card in reverse. That's interesting that that's nourishment and nourishes. So, okay. So with the Empress card coming up, it's important. Some of you are not tending to your own fertility, abundance. And when I say fertility, I mean that in a sense of creativity, tending to the new things. If you've got new beginnings coming up, they're going to need a lot of extra tender care. You're going to have to tend to them more, okay? So if that's something you've been avoiding or something you've been maybe not avoiding, but not giving as much attention to, you're going to want to start nourishing those parts in your life more, okay? Whether it's your own health, maybe it's relationship. What other? Okay, we got this one, 2 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Sorry, 4 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Okay. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands here in reverse. Again, I talked about this idea in this idea of breaking contracts, but you have the Queen of Cups here too. Very intuitive energy, very nurturing energy, deep knowing, willing to play in that more etheric realm. I also get this sense for some of you, you're going back in time. You're playing with breaking the time-space barrier and allowing yourself to go back into other projection points, which would be perceived through linear time as going back. Going back in time, healing, allowing yourself, okay. So this idea of the Queen of Cups coming up with the Four of Wands, going back in time to break old contracts, to sever old contracts or old traumas that are potentially of a tough family experience or event. Using your intuition, your abilities, whether they're visual or not, allowing yourself to go back in time to either, again, sever the contract or heal that projection point, heal that traumatic point in your life, allowing you to start these new beginnings, okay? Allowing you, so some of you are actually going back in time. For some of you, you may even be remote viewing past experiences, okay, to witness something kind of going on to help you understand and move past that. Okay, what other? Okay. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so there's this kind of lack of confidence coming up here. Why is the lack of confidence? Or is this to heal a lack of confidence in yourself? Perhaps something that wasn't a lack of motivation, lack of confidence, self-assuredness. Something from the past. You're healing something from the past that's rooted in this. That's caused you to be less confident in yourself, less certain about things, and also less, okay, it's what's kind of handicapped you from taking action in something, in some area in your life. And that's why you're going back, or if you're not going back, this is some guidance here for you that you may want to try that. If you haven't been doing that might be helpful for you. Look at, there's a lot of feminine energy up here. We have the Empress, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Very, very, and then we have the Nourishment card. These are all very feminine energy cards. So something wants to start new here for you, but it can't until, okay, yeah. And as I'm saying that, it can't close out until it's healed. It's tended to. But there's some major cycle here that's wanting to close. And it makes sense too with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction coming up. It's all about closing off something that's no longer working for you. It's no longer part of you anymore. And you're ready to let this go. It's closing this out, ready to move forward with more confidence, ready to move forward and be more in control of your life, be more in the driver's seat of what's happening here. And also, I'm just seeing, like, with this card, you know, with the circle here, the world, it also looks like it's creating a portal. It looks like you're creating a portal and standing on this hourglass, a portal of time. I keep getting that for you guys. This time to move on, new beginnings, really set yourself up. Yes, okay, so then we have the Justice card falling. So restoring balance, okay, restoring balance, restoring some sort of justice here, something that wasn't right in the past is now going to be made just. It's also about this idea of, you know, when I talked about you guys collapsing duality, with this Justice card, there is like that yin and yang, okay? You see the yin and yang symbol right there in the center. You know, for some of you guys who've seen my talk on collapsing duality, and also this idea of playing in the void of the polarities. You see the two dots there that represent a little bit of each in the other. If you were to draw two lines on either side and create a pathway through the center, it's almost like that is the void, okay, where everything kind of comes into center. And so for some of you, you're going into the void to heal this. You're collapsing the field of duality to make just which oh my God, I can't speak, that which wasn't just. I also am hearing blind no more to this, seeing things for what they are. Okay. What else? What other messages do we have here for water signs? What other messages do we have here for water signs? Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups. And that was actually in the deck upside down, but it flipped out upside, like upright. So wish fulfillments. You know, look at this coming under the Nourishment card and the Queen of Cups. This really is about fulfilling something very, very near and dear to your dream list. Like, you know, really close to the top. That's what I'm getting. I mean, this is just really driving home that Nourishment card here of feeling like things are starting to spill over in abundance for you. Will come through healing some of this past stuff, going into the past, clearing out the pain, clearing out the experience that has rooted some of this. I want to say paralysis in moving forward on something in your life, like, and by doing this, you finally close out a cycle. Things become just, and those things that you've been wishing for, water signs, are finally able to become tangible to you in this reality. Okay, like grounding your dreams and your wishes into reality through this ability to travel back in time, so to speak, to heal. Wow. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wow, water signs. Okay. So you have the 6 of coins and the 4 of coins in reverse. Okay. Again, restoring balance, restoring this idea of healthy giving and receiving. And it's because you're letting go of something. Letting go of something is allowing for the flow, the natural flow of the universe that is wanting to bless you, wanting to give to you, to come in. You see in this card, it's like the hands are out and the universe is ready to drop something in your hand. But it's because you're letting go of something. This is a result of letting go of something. I'm going to go into that a little bit deeper. Let's get one more card here for water signs. Wow. Okay, the devil. Letting go of the devil. Letting go of the... Oh, I'm gonna just get a little deeper clarity on this guy. But, you know, the devil, something you've been obsessing over or afraid of or feeling tied to, feeling bonded by. Something you see really, this card, oh, sorry, let me just go there. Okay. You see how you're sitting on that hourglass again, coming in there. That hourglass is coming in a lot. it's like something that you haven't wanted to see, something you have not wanted to see, but now you're willing to see it. Something that, and it has kept you almost like I said, paralysis, frozen in time, frozen in a place that has kept you in bondage to something, again, not allowing all those wishes to come true. Let's just clarify that, Devil. You guys got a lot of major arcanas up on the board here. Whoa. Okay, can I get a clarification on the Devil card? Can I get a clarification? Wow. Water signs. This is just a beautiful reading. So you have the Star card and the Swords. So yeah, this is all about, again, something that has, you know, the Star card always comes in after the Tower. Something, and there's a lot of healing coming in here. So you are healing this, and you're, of course, the Six of Swords is all about moving on from those really kind of the rocky waves, you know, the turbulent waters, having to navigate through just having to navigate rough waters, and you're moving on now, because you've let go, you've let this go. So yeah, let me just do that. Okay, so wow, that's beautiful, water signs. Okay, let's go into, I want to ask for the water signs, with the Saturn-Pluto conjunction coming up, what is it that's being let go or brought in through the Saturn-Pluto conjunction? What messages do you have for water signs, Kate? We have this, wow. The 9, no wait, the 6, no wait, the 4 of Swords. I'm sorry. The 4 of Swords. For a second, my mind was just going a little bit dyslexic there. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords, healing, restoration, meditation. Okay, what other messages do we have here for the Saturn-Pluto conjunction? We have the Hermit in reverse. I'm going to go into these in a second. I just want to pull one more here for you guys. Way too many cards. One more for the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Okay, you know what? This has been coming up in your pre-shuffle a lot. Okay, Page of Cups in reverse, the Hermit up in reverse, and the 4 of Swords. Okay. Okay, so water signs, for you guys, the Saturn-Pluto conjunction is understanding who you were in the last 35 years, okay, and how that is transforming now. It's an ending cycle of, there's certain aspects of that part of you that are now being released because you can't carry them into this new time. They're just not part of you anymore. And for part of you, it's this, it's about something about to do with isolation, isolating the young heart, the naive heart, the innocent heart, somehow that being like, I want to say buried. So deep down, that's been buried within you, and this part of you, you're no longer going to be burying it. You're letting go of the fears. You're releasing some of the fears around this, willing to allow that inner child that is from the inner child that's so emotional in a very sweet way to finally come forth, like not hiding anymore, bringing it out more to the open. This aspect for you is going to be kind of coming forth more through the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, that you want to bring forth more into the next, few decades going forward. It's something you're integrating more into you. So if you've been someone who hasn't allowed yourself to be vulnerable in the past, if you've kept your walls up, you not let people see those more vulnerable parts of you, the hurt parts of you, the wounded aspects of you, especially the wounded inner child aspects of you. Those are going to be released for you, and that's something you're letting go of, and you're ready to embrace that part of you and really bring it to the forefront for the next few decades at this Saturn-Pluto conjunction. So water signs, that is my reading for you for the first 2 weeks of January. Happy New Year to you all. And if you guys want any deeper reads into this, I go into a lot in my alchemy program. I've been talking about the Saturn-Pluto conjunctions since the inception of the program. I've been going into it a lot, and I'll be discussing it a lot because we're actually meeting live on the Saturn-Pluto conjunction, which is really cool. I love how that all happens. Okay, guys, I love you so much. Water signs, have a beautiful, happy New Year, and I will be back with you all real soon.